workbench. The due of the first main assignment will be the end of week 5. So I have to see the calendar exact date. But yeah, this is week 3, so you have about 2 more weeks to finish. All right, and create a new file. And for this one, we're gonna go web and web large. Again, remember this size, 1920 and 1080. That is the full HD size. You're going to use this size for second assignment and third assignment. And that is still the standard size, one of the most optimized size for website and for digital presentations. So remember 1920 and 1080. Going back, RGB, understand RGB, and CMYK for home printer, RGB for monitor. Again, 72 for digital presentation like monitor, projector, 300 for printer. So we have same thing, 1920 and 1080 pixel, RGB, and 72, and create. Oops, not you. Good. Okay. All right. So yeah, everyone, yeah. You're doing this function. Okay. Yeah. Open the Illustrator for those who are absolute beginners. For advanced and intermediate, you know, just work on your logical function. So hopefully remember, I made a line last time, and even if I zoom in, you don't lose quality because it's not pixel based. It is based on XY locations, and it shows mathematical representation. It's an illusion, in a way. It's an illusion. So it is actually used for laser cutter, CNC router, even 3D printing, because it is mathematically, shaped. So what I'm going to do, if you're ready, I'll make a box. I'll make a box. Okay. If you hold it, you can make different shape. Well, let's make a rectangle. But if you hold Shift key, we'll make a perfect square. Without Shift key, you can make any box shape, rectangle, or I'll make a perfect square. Hold Shift key. All right. For now, it is important to understand between fill and stroke. If you look at the right, there's something called appearance, and there's something called fill and stroke. If you increase the stroke, literally you increase the boundary, the thickness of the dotted line. Also, if you double click fill, you can change the color, or you can change the color from here, the left. So this one for fill and this one for stroke. You can double click. You can change the stroke color as well. Oops. Yeah. So you can either use this one, but it doesn't have the full color option. It shows the palette. So if you want to change the color, try to use this. So that stands for fill, what is inside, and this stands for the stroke. You can switch these two colors by clicking this double arrows. That's good. Yes. So, all right. And also, if you look at here, I'm gonna click this. So if you click this fill or click this stroke, you switch the kind of order. And now I select this stroke, and instead of color, you can have gradient or you can have none, which means you're not gonna see the stroke. Same thing. If you switch these two, you have very thin stroke. Let's increase the thickness. What's inside seems white, but it isn't white. It is just empty because the background is white. It is transparent. Does it make sense? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So you can have transparent, gradient, or simply simple color. So try to make another one with ellipse tool. Hold Shift key. So as you can see, you can see this. You can see through this because it has empty fill. Again, if you double click, and add color, see you don't see the transparent. Now it's white. We made two shapes. Good. Very good. All right. All right. Let's take a look at the tool. The first one is called selection. So what selection does is just you can select, or you can select both of them, or you can select one of them, and you can increase the size, change the shape, and you can rotate. This is something you can do with the selection tool. You can change the shape like that, rotate like this. Yeah, you can change whatever you want. So that is hey, how go down. All right. And there's a specific, angle and rotate the size information. If you want to have more precise transformation, you use this transform. But usually you just use this either click and rotate and decrease the size you want later. So far so good? Yes? All right. If you're ready, am I too fast? Are you guys ready? All right. All right. So that's the selection tool. The one below, there's something called direct selection tool. Let's see what it does. So if you click this, it can move. However, if you click and drag, which means I select the one of the point, and you can change it like this. Or if you choose one, you see little like circles here. So you can change kind of the roundness of the edge. Same thing, if you click here, there's 4 different points. You can increase this one. Using handle, you can change shape like this. Click. So you and click. Oops, Ctrl Z. Click. So hope you understand what between the the selection tool and direct selection tool. Again, selection tool, you can just click and resize and reshape and rotate. For this one, direct selection tool, you can actually select the point and change the property of the point. Okay. Yes, no? Good. All right. And let's see. And right below, there's something called pen tool, and there are also anchor point tool. Let's click the pen tool. So let's collect the pen tool. So without, okay, let's move this a little bit here. The side smaller. I just connect the pen tool, and you can click, you can add, yeah, like a pen, or you can click and drag. You can create on some angle, click and drag, and you can finish like that. And right below the pen tool, oops, right below the pen tool, there's something called anchor point tool. What it does, you see a little like the straight lines, right? And you can turn this into a curve. So that's what this anchor point tool does. If you select direct selection tool, if you bring the handle all the way down to the point, you make the edge sharp again. For anchor point tool, you can bring this back with them as a to the curve. So that's pen tool. And if you go back to pen tool, not anchor point tool, now you see a plus or minus sign. If you hover, you see the plus sign or minus sign. If you place right on top of the point, you see the minus sign, and click it, erase, place it on the line, you add the point, which means, yeah, you can, here again, I'm gonna add more point using the pen tool, but you have to place right on the line. You have to see plus or minus. And direct selection tool, and change a little bit, and change a little bit. So now, I believe you know how to, using these three, and four, including this one, how to make a shape, right? Correct? Literally, you can literally make any shapes. I mean, at least the outline, right? Using Illustrator. So I'll give you a task, a simple task. Create, let's say, a dog from side view. Create a dog, a simple dog using pen tool, or yeah, all the shape tool and select and direct selection tool.